What I think the Golden State Warriors right now should do is this. The number 7 and number 14 pick are on the table. Everybody's saying that they need to trade both picks and acquire a superstar. I don't believe that's the case. All right. I do believe that they should hang on at least to Wiseman. Now, I know everybody is saying we saw what Wiseman can do. Look, he's a center. He scored 11 points last year, 6 rebounds. Not the best performance for that team. But you have to understand this. It's up to the Warriors to develop talent. Wiseman was the number 2 pick. He's a 7'1" center who can dribble, can shoot the outside shot, and has a talent to be a great player. We just saw Giannis win an NBA title doing the exact same thing. Now, look, I know he's not Giannis. I know he's not even close to that, but he has that skill set. He has a skill set to at least put the ball on the floor, to get to the rim, to dunk the ball. He can play defense when he needs to, and you can teach him. That's the development that the Warriors need to do. Stop looking to find talent and to grab everybody. I know this league is about talent. I know that you have, the Brooklyn Nets stacking it with KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. The Lakers are probably going to make moves. You're going to have to compete with what you have. But I strongly recommend to not give away what you have in terms of young talent right away because A, it's going to be cost effective to keep these guys. But then B, you will have to do something once Steph, Clay, and Dre are finished. Now, I know the 7 and the 14 pick, you don't know who they could be. You don't know where you're going to get or what you're going to get with those guys. So, in my view, if you're going to trade those picks or one of those picks, that would be okay, but you cannot lose out on Wiseman. You spent 5 years in the NBA basically competing for championships. And I know that was an amazing time for fans here in the Bay Area. I loved it. I had the best time of my life. But the fact of the matter is, if you ever want to get back to that, you cannot mortgage your future by giving away everything just to get one player. Because we've seen, just like I just spoke of with the Brooklyn Nets, that it doesn't always work all the time. Just because you grab talent doesn't mean that you're going to grab a championship. Clay right now is the biggest, question mark. The man has been out for 2 years. He's torn his ACL. He's ripped his Achilles tendon. 2 serious injuries. It's going to take him a while. If you trade all these picks to get Bradley Beal, you might as well say, at least for the first half of the season, you're just going to be replacing Clay with a different kind of Clay without the defense. Now, if Clay comes back to form and Clay is where he is, that's great. You'll have 3 scorers that people won't be able to stop. The problem is they won't be able to stop anybody else either. You got Steph, who plays limited defense, who's better at it, but let's just be honest, he's not that great at doing it right now. He's not the best. He's not, Jrue Holiday. Klay Thompson, amazing talent. We know what he can do and what he used to do. But like I said, he's a work in progress. Sliding back laterally is going to take a lot for him. Might not see it all right away. So Warrior fans, just be on pause. You might not see the great defensive player that Clay used to be. And Bradley Beal, although he doesn't play great defense, he does try. The problem is, if you're going against different scorers, you're going to have to outscore these teams. And yes, those 3 can do it. But you still have Draymond, you still have Looney, who don't score the ball at all. And if you don't have anybody to fill that roster, what's going to happen when one of those guys takes the bench? Or if one of those guys, God forbid, gets hurt? What are you going to do? I would not give up every single asset that I had just to get another guy who's going to cost you another $30 to $40 million. Work with what you have, build a talent around you. If you need to get more scouts in there to help, do that. It's easier to fire coaches or to hire coaches than it is to get players. Figure it out with the talent you have. I'm telling you, Warriors fans, you will be happy. You will be happy later down the line if you can continue to build this team up because, like I said, in 2 or 3 years, you might be up in line for a championship. If Steph and Clay and Draymond can maintain and coach these guys up, you can still do the same thing this year. As long as these guys have, the right mindset, they're champions. This is what you do. This is how you become a champion. You don't win just off of star power. You win with cohesion. Circle back to what we were talking about the USA team. Just because you put talent on the floor doesn't always mean you're going to win. So if it was up to me for the Warriors, at least keep Wiseman, but I would still try to hold on to one of those picks, at least for the future, if not both. But at least make sure that you have a guy, especially this early in the draft and in the lottery, that you can pick that won't cost you a lot, that it can help you produce for the bench, because you're going to need that more than you